Hi ladies, my name is Tracy and I'm brand new to the world of minis, and I just absolutely have fallen in love with them, and I wanted to share with you the first one that I have videotaped that I've made. I've made a couple other ones. This is the first one I've taped. It's a Valentine Mini. I covered the front and the back with pink paisley paper. Other than that, the rest of the album is done with Basic Grade Bittersweet collection. This is sprayed with Caramel Apple Glimmer Mist. I used Robin's technique to bind this album, and I put some jute rope through some eyelets on the outside, put some fibers through here, and ribbons. Here's a brown ribbon with a pink heart charm hung from a garment pin. This heart and the flower centers are from the Vintage Finding collection. Some silk flowers with some prima leaves. Made a little envelope pocket with a vintage Valentine. You'll see a lot of those throughout the book. I downloaded a lot of those images off of the internet, the free ones. This metal piece was originally a very bright copper color. I used alcohol ink to tone it down to a gold, and I used some distress ink around the edges and tore my paper also. First page, this is a paper bag album. I made this pocket with some ribbon and put some Seven Gypsies, this is from a sticker sheet, Seven Gypsies sticker sheet. There's a Prima Rose, some Prima flowers, and some fibers. Stamped this, used some distress ink, some Glimmer Mist, made a journaling spot. Here's one of those vintage Valentines. We have a Making Memories glitter frame, a piece of I cut out with my Cricut and painted with some pink puff paint. We have some Prima bling and a flourish I embossed with some gold embossing powder, a little piece of lace, and I made this felt flower and put one of the Vintage Finding buttons in the center. And all of my pockets I have tags that I've made with distress ink, the photo mats and journaling tags. The next page, I have a Marianne pocket, envelope pocket, another vintage Valentine. I made some yo-yos with some material and put some Prima bling in the center. Have some ribbon around that. I used my scrap boss to emboss these hearts on here and then sanded them off and put some glossy accents in the center of them. So my Mind's Eye journal tag, I stamped a flourish on and embossed it with some gold powder. Made some journaling lines and stamped a Tim Holtz bird stamp on the back. This is another sticker from the Seven Gypsies sticker page. This pocket I love. I got this idea from Samantha. Her address on YouTube is Pinkaboo6691. She made the corset with the pop can tops, pull tabs things, and I used some heart eyelets, threaded some fiber through there, tied some beads on the end, made a tag with some damask stamps, the resist emboss technique, put a little piece of velvet ribbon, and one of the Vintage Finding little butterflies. I used alcohol ink on it and also used gold alcohol ink on the some clear rhinestones to make his body. Some designer paper on the back. Just slide that in the pocket, and I have a Fisker's border punch. Made a little piece down there to catch the bottom of the tag. On this side we have a little library pocket, have a tag in it, heart, just a little metal token I glued on the top. I have a journaling spot on the back, a Tim Holtz, a Dodge ticket. Took a piece of white trim and sprayed it with tattered leather Glimmer Mist to make it the dark brown, and glued it over a piece of pink ribbon. I have Teresa Collins rub-on. These are from the Vintage Findings collection also, and I put some red stickles in the center of them. Some Making Memories frame, acrylic frame. This part can go in the center if you want it to, but I chose to use it separate. Put some bling on the O. I used my Nestabilities and cut out a square piece of designer paper to put behind, and you can put a photo back behind there. Another vintage Valentine. I made this flower out of felt and cut the leaves out with my Cricut. I have some more journaling and photo mat tags in the large pockets. The next page is a fun one. I found this on Martha Stewart's website. It's a little interactive piece. It's a Valentine little game piece. You change the words, and it changes words in the pictures in there. Set to whatever you want. Have some red heart buttons that I stamped with Perfect Medium. Used a Tim Holtz French script stamp and then dusted it with Perfect Pearls, gold Perfect Pearls. Also put some of those around the edge, put some water with the Perfect Pearls and stamped it on with a makeup sponge. Another vintage Valentine, have a piece of red lace behind there, some Inkadoo word stamps, some Primo Bling. And this tag is in a doily, used a piece of doily for the pocket and put some Perfect Pearls on it also. This is one of Arlene's metal garden butterflies that she's been telling everybody about. The tag was stamped with one of the dollar stamps from Michael's. Has some Prima flowers on it. The leaves are cut out from Martha Stewart leaf punch, and so is the top part of it. It's one of the new Martha Stewart punches. A journaling or a photo on the back of that. The next page, I have Prima flower. I used my ribbon punch to thread some ribbon through there. It's a Heidi Grace chipboard piece that I put another Teresa Collins rub-on on. It says Sweet. This is an American Crafts flower. Put some bling on them. Some Martha Stewart butterfly stamp that I cut out and put some glimmer mist on. This also came from the Martha Stewart website. It's that German paper cutting, the very precise paper cutting. I can't say that word. I cut this out with a craft knife. You had to be very careful. Then I embossed it with some iridescent embossing powder and glued it on the page. I think that's very pretty. On this page we have a tag. It's Prima flowers and bling, fibers, stamped on the back. It says Cherish. I made the pocket with a Nestabilities die, hexagon die, and cut part of it off. This is made with some lace. I made it, put a button and some bling in the middle. This is some more of the 7 Gypsy stickers and another vintage Valentine. I have this clipped on with a little heart paper clip. This is a photo folio and journaling spots. Martha Stewart flower punch. It's a Tim Holtz stamp on the middle. Another journaling spot and a Martha Stewart butterfly punch. I have room for some photos. Have some more large journaling spots and photo mats in this pocket. The last page I like a lot. This is the Recollections Bling Swirl I put on here. This was a Teresa Collins, some cardstock punch outs, the little square part in these hearts, and I put some beauty, a couple of layers of beauty on these, put them on there, and then I stamped love on here with a paper tray ink stamp. Got some Primo Bling, and I just made a little holder to slide these vintage Valentines in. Love those, I think they're so pretty. Up at the top I stamped with an Inkadoo stamp. This is beautiful, and I embossed it with some gold embossing powder. On this pocket I have a Teresa Collins rub-on. It says Adore and a little key charm. And another tag says I love you. Edged it with some distress ink. Colored on the back of that and has some fibers on it. This album is, the covers and the spine are made with some mat board like you used to frame photos with. And I used Robin's technique to bind it. I have to practice with that because my album wants to buckle a little bit, so I have to do some tweaking next time I use that. But I appreciate her putting out a video to tell us how to do it. I was one of the ones that had asked for it, and I was glad I could use it on this album. I hope you like it. I'd love to have some feedback and some comments on it, and I look forward to reading what you have to say. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. Thanks.